journey with me. Living in a new city, in a new country, has always been one of my dreams. I wanted to try something different, slow down a bit, and just see what life here is like. Before moving into my current apartment, I stayed in several short-term rentals. Actually, I moved 5 times in 1 month. It was challenging, but I also got the chance to stay with an old lady who made me feel truly at home. I saw the whole city view from the tallest building in the city and watched a beautiful fireworks show that reminded me of my hometown traditions. What I love most here are the buildings. They are not tall, but each has its own personality. The balconies are filled with flowers and green plants, and the whole city feels quietly alive. Now autumn has arrived. The air feels softer, and the light turns golden in the afternoon. Some trees have already changed the color, and I keep noticing persimmon trees heavy with bright orange fruit. They glow quietly between the leaves, like tiny sounds hidden in the branches. I walked past a garden one day and saw a man picking the fruit. Such a simple, lovely moment that stayed with me. I'm also getting used to doing everything more slowly. Instead of ordering food online, I walk to local stores for groceries. It's not always easy, but I've started to enjoy those quiet, ordinary moments. My days here are simple. I go to the local market to buy vegetables and fruits. I've started cooking more often too. Somehow, doing small things slowly makes time feel fuller. I just bought some peppers, plums, potatoes, and eggplants from the open-air market in the city center. It's open every Wednesday and Saturday morning until around 2 p.m. I love walking through the market. It's always full of people. You can see baskets filled with fruits and vegetables. It's one of my favorite parts of the week. I used to rush all the time, always planning, always chasing. But now I'm learning that it's okay to pause, to not have everything figured out. Sometimes slowing down helps you see what really matters. I've always wanted to grow vegetables at home. It gives a nice sense of achievement, but since it's hard to find the seeds here, I bought a bag of dried red chili from a Chinese grocery store. I'm gonna save the seeds and try to grow some seedlings. First, I just put them on a piece of paper and keep it moist, and then cover them with another damp paper. Now it's a matter of waiting. Maybe they'll sprout, maybe they won't, but I love the little hope in it. The rhythm of life here is slow. I want to keep learning, keep creating, and keep growing. Just like tiny seeds, it reminds me that growth takes time, and that patience is also a kind of strength. People pause to talk, to simply exist under the same sky. There's no rush, only the soft hum of everyday life, blending with the sea.
I'm here by the seaside eating now. It's a small, quiet city near Bologna. It still feels unreal sometimes. I'll be here for about 1 month.
This past month has been a quiet reset for me. I've been learning to slow down, to really see the small things. The sound of waves outside, the breeze carrying the scent of salt. Sometimes I walk along the shore alone, watching the tide draw patterns in the sand, as if the ocean were writing its own quiet poem. I used to think that romance was something too distant, too dreamy, too detached from reality. So I learned to hide those vague and weighted thoughts and to stay grounded instead. When I'm surrounded by the sound of waves and the scent of the sea, someone lying on the beach, carefree and sunlit, people are playing with their dogs by the seaside, and a person gliding through the sky with a parachute, crossing the coastline again and again. In that moment, I realized the essence of romance isn't about fantasy or perfection. It's about how deeply we feel life. It's hidden in the smallest things, in the sunlight dancing on the water, the laughter of strangers, the breeze brushing past your face. It's what turns ordinary days into something quietly beautiful. What makes life shimmer in color when you finally slow down to notice it. Maybe that's what growing up really means, learning to find beauty in the ordinary and peace in the passing moments. Not everything needs to be perfect or last forever. Some things are meant to be felt, to stay quietly in your memory. Gentle reminders that you were here, fully present. If you have an idea, just do it, instead of always questioning yourself. Sometimes courage isn't loud or dramatic, it's gentle, like taking one step closer to the water, trusting the waves will get you back. The path of life is made by walking, one step at a time. No one can predict everything, and no past experience can guarantee what's ahead. What we can do is quiet that small, hesitant voice inside. Be brave enough to try, and protect the little flame in our hearts. Just like the philosopher in House Moving Castle, a small flame that fills a castle and warms Howl's heart. Life doesn't have to be perfect to be beautiful. Maybe this journey is about learning to breathe again, to live slowly, to move with the rhythm of the sea, and to be okay with what we haven't figured out yet. Thank you for being here and for sharing this small part of my journey. I hope you're also finding your own rhythm and growing softly along the way, like the tide, always returning, always beginning again.